We're starting to collect water for our garden, and I have a 55-gallon drum here that I need to install a spigot on so that I can get the water out easily. Now, some people will install it down below. Some people will install it out of the holes, out of the top. In my solution, I think it'll be best to do it down below. I'm going to be using this spigot here that is by Rainpal. I'm not sponsored. I just have a feeling that using a little bit better quality and easier to install spigot will save a lot of time and is definitely worth a few extra dollars that this will cost over some of the plastic versions that are out there. Let's open this up. It even comes with the string to put it in your barrel and some Teflon tape so that we can make sure those threads are on tight. The reason why I went with this is, one, it has a metal handle, so it'd be easy to open and close. You don't have to worry about it breaking off. Plus, this has a reverse thread. It comes in a 3-piece, as you can see here. We put one into the barrel. The center one, it reverses onto that piece that's currently in the barrel, so when you go to tighten up the actual spigot, it tightens this one as well. Overall, I think this would be a great solution. Let's install it. Almost forgot to mention, this comes with a nice set of instructions to make this easy to install, and if you're interested in a spigot, I'll put a link to this in the description below. To make the hole in the side of the barrel, I'm going to be using a 1 1/4 inch hole saw and a drill. The position for the hole is totally up to you. They do suggest coming up at least 3 inches so we don't get too close to the bottom and weaken this. But they could suggest you could come up all the way up to 12 inches, but that's totally up to you. I'm going to keep mine at about 3 inches so I can get the most water as possible. That was easy. Once the hole's in place, we need to check on the inside here and make sure we don't have any large burrs that would make it leak. If you do, make sure you trim that smooth. Then grab the back half of the spigot here. We want to test it from the outside and make sure it's going to work, because if you were to try and test it from the inside and it was the wrong size, man, that would be one heck of an effort. But testing it from the outside allows you to ensure that it will work. Next, we need to get this string down through this top hole here and out the hole we just drilled. To do that, we need to have something heavy on the end, like a large washer or nut, but make sure that this will fit through the hole before we tie it on there, or it'll be a challenge as well. Then you want to take that nut on that string, you want to drop it down in the hole till you can get it pretty close, probably slightly bounce it off the bottom so you know it's right there. Lean the whole barrel forward, and hopefully it'll come right out the bottom there. Just don't drop your string in there like I just did. That means I'm going to have to redo this. Now, using that string, we want to make sure we put this washer, or I don't even know exactly what you want to call this connector, into the barrel, but we're going to slide it over the string, make sure that the threads are facing into it so that they'll be facing out when they get to the bottom. Then very carefully drop it all the way down. Then, holding both ends of the string, we want to carefully lift up, and it should be able to get our little piece to come out. Sometimes it might be a little bit of a challenge, but it should slide right out just like that. Then we're going to get the nut provided along with the, I believe it's like just a hard washer that is going to slide over this right in here and lock it into place. May need to stick your finger in there just to make sure it doesn't come out in that process as well. At this point, you should be able to pull the string all the way out, and we need to tighten this up. So I got an adjustable wrench here, and I'm probably gonna have to stick my finger in here to get this to tighten up easily. And this is a very large socket here, so you may have to make sure you have a large wrench to do this. It's now time to put some tape on these threads that they provide, and I always have a hard time remembering which way to actually apply the tape. So I'm going to go in this direction here. If for some reason that is wrong, please put that in the comments so everybody knows. It's now time to install the spigot into place, and we're just going to twist it in. Now, if for some reason when you're installing this, it's not in the right position when you get done, you may have to loosen up this nut back here, turn the back just a little bit, and then reposition it and tighten it back down. But that is totally up to you in which direction you're going to install it. Mine's almost perfect. Right about there. The spigot is now ready to use. All we need to do is fill this tank up with some water, hook up a hose, and we can water our garden using rainwater. I also wanted to mention the company that makes the spigot also makes a connector that will allow you to go between two different barrels. It's stainless steel and it will allow you to connect them so that you can have them side by side or slightly separated out. In either case, I'll put a link to the spigot and its connector in the description.